Hello guys, welcome to today's video. My name is John and I'm going to be a trader for today. So guys, from my last update on CPI data, we went up. I said that Bitcoin doesn't look ready yet, so I'm going to give you an update how we're doing right now, alright? So we're going to look at S&P. S&P, when we look at yesterday's price action, we can see that last few days were pretty bearish for S&P, but look at that, Bitcoin managed to rally it higher. And so in the last video I was showing you all that Bitcoin was underperforming S&P, and now it's overperforming S&P, or there's no correlation. So this is a good sign, and we're going to look at that CVD and if spot is interested. But before that, before we take a look at that and some other indicators, I want to take a look at lower time frame here, like 1 hourly one. So if you remember the last update, we had CPI here, and then just from that we went higher and higher and higher. Yeah, I said in previous video that this could be a strong resistance level because of very strong demand. We broke upwards this range, so we broke up, and then we use this top of the range where there are a lot of open interest, these sort of levels. We used it as a strong support, because let me tell you what happened here. All right, I'm going to give you a quick story. So from the CPI print, so first I'm going to start here. We were ranging for a very long time and we got a lot of trapped traders here. All right, so long and shorts are both trapped here. And then when we got here to this level, we basically, those longs were taking profits because they were underwater, and then they reached their break even. So that's why we consolidated for a while, but the demand was that strong that we broke upwards from that range, and now all of the shorts that were there and were profitable here are now underwater. So what happened is that these shorts that were shorting the range highs, they now became unprofitable and they became worried. Yeah, yeah. And when we reach this level again, where there were a lot of trap shorts, these levels, there were a lot of trapped short. When we reach those levels here, the shorts closed because they reached break even, and we rallied higher. So that's how you can use a long range as a support and resistance. But now let's take a look at if this rally can continue. All right. We're now going to look at the CVDs, and I'm going to introduce two another indicators. All right. So there are names. All right. I'm going to turn off liquidations. They are not as necessary now. All right, let's take a look at this. I'm having 15 minute time frame, so keep that in mind. And what we can see here is that last time, if you recall, we had when we had the trend, it was usually driven by perpetuals. So perpetuals were very active, and spot was just kind of dying off, right? So this was happening in basically all upward moves. But now, if you take a look at this, they are in balance, and I would even argue that spot might be even taking over this. So this is really interesting. It looks like when we take a look at low time frames, even it looks like that spot is now taking over the trend, and that's a really great sign. So yeah, you can see that they are pretty much in balance, right? So there are not any major divergences. Everything lines up with the price action. That box is checked now, so it looks like spot markets have taken over majors, so that's a really good sign. And if you take a look at this is long short ratio. I'm not going to give very in-depth explanation of this, but when this is going down, people are shorting, and when this is going up, people are going long, all right? And in order to go up, you have to have liquidity, all right? Liquidity is basically people that we can take advantage of or liquidate, all right? That market is cynical. That means that it's doing, in most cases, it's doing the complete opposite of what the majority of retail traders are doing. So we can see that this range here, a lot of people were bullish here, this retail traders, and they were opening long positions. This is what the open interest tells us. And now we went lower here to these levels, and sentiment started to change, and people actually became way more bearish on this. So if everybody is bullish, because trading is zero-sum game, then probably the market is not going to move in favor of the herd. So market needs liquidity. It needs to zero-sum game. So that means that not everybody can profit. So when majority is short, we're usually going to go up, and when majority is long, like we saw here, we went down. So right now, it looks like there's a strong narrative behind shorting. Spot had taken over. Spot had taken over majors, so this is a really great sign of a strong trend. And I think that right now, if you're thinking of taking any long-lasting long positions on Bitcoin, it's the right moment. My bullish sort of a level. I'm going to remove all of the 16 drawings here. My bullish levels now, where I would take swing long positions, are probably, I'm going to do a horizontal line here so you can guys see. So this, or even this range, because everything seems really bullish now. We're going to take a look at limit order book as well, but it's pretty bullish. So in these levels, I'm expecting move up. We can take a look at another indicators that I have here, but we should keep it rather short. So I'm not going to go into a really long explanation of this, but this is basically telling you momentum of the price action. So these are technical indicators. I'm not as dependent on them because I much rather use fundamental indicators such as these ones, because they are telling you real data. But yeah, overall, now on the 4-hourly, this is good for price action. Now it looks like we're topping off here, so I would expect a small pullback, and also there was some major volatility right here. So we have to kind of balance supply and demand in order to go up. There has to be some accumulation probably, but I'm expecting two scenarios, all right? So in the short term, I'm rather bearish, so I'm going to take some long positions here, probably here, but I'm expecting something where no one will be able to fill their long positions. So if my thesis is right and we're really bullish, I'm expecting ranging for a while here, maybe like this, no major dumps, and then quick move to the upside, like 30k is would be probably really realistic. I'm super bullish on everything. So yeah, guys, I think 30k and the journey that we're going to see, how we are going to get there, is probably going to be something like this. So you have two scenarios. So this is scenario 1, or you have scenario 2, which is liquidate these people and then go up. So I would see these two scenarios as most likely, and yeah, so that would be probably all. We can take a look at limit order book. So these are limit orders on Binance. This is only Binance, so keep that in mind. I would need something aggregated to give a more precise analysis out of this. But I would say that we're looking quite strong here. It's not very clean, but a bit more bits from the below the chart, below the current price action than to the upwards. So that's a good sign. But obviously we have only Binance here, and it's Saturday today, so not any major volatility. Okay, so remember these. These are my two scenarios. I'm going to keep you updated. Spot looks ready. people are starting to short, there's probably more liquidity to the upside. If I should bet on something, but there are only probabilities, but I think that the second scenario here may be more likely, but I'm overall bullish. All right, that's probably, I'm going to keep it that like that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Keep a like, keep subscribe, and you should only trade if you're confident in your skills. I'm not a financial advisor, and do your own research. Bye bye.